Ever heard of a scientist so passionate about fungi, they're dubbed the Fungi Master General?
Hmm?
Well,
Yeah.
that's Francis M. Martin for you.
Right.
We're taking a deep dive into his online persona today,
Okay.
but through a rather unusual lens,
Uh-huh.
an AI-generated roast of his activity on Bluesky.
It's fascinating.
Yeah?
Because this isn't your typical social media analysis.
Right.
The AI uses humor to unpack how Francis blends scientific rigor with a playful tone
Yeah.
to communicate his passion for mycology.
Mm-hmm.
That's the study of fungi
Right.
and microbial ecology.
And the AI seems to think he's the real deal,
Oh, yeah.
giving him a 92.5% authenticity score.
Wow.
What do you think it is about Francis that makes him come across as so genuine?
Well, think about it this way.
Okay.
Most of us, when we think of scientists,
Yeah.
we picture serious figures in lab coats.
Right.
But Francis breaks that mold online.
Hmm.
He's not afraid to geek out about his favorite subject, fungi.
Yeah.
And he doesn't shy away from using humor or even throwing in a few puns.
Yeah.
He's like that friend who's so enthusiastic about something
Mm-hmm.
that their passion is contagious.
Yeah. And that comes through loud and clear in this AI roast.
Oh, definitely.
It highlights how fungi and mycorrhiza
Right.
make up a whopping 95% of his Bluesky content,
Wow.
with microbial ecology trailing closely behind with 90%.
That's amazing.
By the way, for those unfamiliar,
Yeah.
mycorrhiza are these fascinating symbiotic relationships
Mm-hmm.
between fungi and plant roots.
Yeah.
Imagine a vast underground network
Right.
connecting plants
Yeah.
and facilitating communication and nutrient exchange.
It's incredible.
That's essentially what mycorrhiza do.
Yeah, and it's remarkable how the AI picks up on these subtle nuances.
Uh-huh.
It even describes Francis's posts about mycorrhiza as romantic comedies of the plant world,
Ha.
which I think perfectly captures his ability to find the humor and wonder
Mm-hmm.
in even the most complex scientific concepts.
It's clear he knows his stuff, earning him the title of Master of Mycology from the AI.
For sure.
But it's not just about knowledge, right?
Right.
The AI also highlights how Francis is an engaging yet approachable communicator.
Right. He bridges that gap between expert and enthusiast so well.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell he's not just trying to lecture or impress.
Yeah.
He genuinely wants others to share his excitement
Yeah.
for the often overlooked world of fungi.
It's like he's inviting you on an adventure
Uh-huh.
to explore this hidden kingdom beneath our feet. And the best part,
What's that?
he manages to do it all without sacrificing scientific accuracy.
It really is impressive.
It's a testament to his skill as a communicator,
Oh, yeah.
that he can make even complex topics like soil microbiomes
Right.
or the intricacies of fungal networks sound exciting.
Absolutely.
The AI roast even mentions how he once turned a post about soil microbiomes into a mini-drama.
Really?
It's this ability to weave a narrative, to
Mm.
turn scientific concepts into stories that truly sets him apart.
For sure.
He knows that people connect with stories,
Yeah.
and he uses that to his advantage in his science communication.
Absolutely.
And don't forget the humor.
Okay.
The AI is full of these gentle roasts
Yeah.
that poke fun at Francis's quirks.
Like what?
For example, there's one that says, if Francis spent any more time with fungi,
Yeah.
we might have to start calling him Fungi Master General.
It's clear that the AI picked up on his deep passion,
Yeah.
almost an obsession
Mm-hmm.
for fungi.
Yeah. And what I find interesting is that
Mhm.
the AI doesn't just highlight the humor.
Yeah.
It seems to appreciate that this playfulness is part of what makes Francis so effective at communicating science.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's like he's saying,
Yeah.
hey, science can be fun.
Right.
It doesn't always have to be serious and intimidating.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think that's a message we need to hear more often,
If it.
especially in today's world
Mm-hmm.
where there's so much misinformation and skepticism about science. It's true. Francis shows us that it's possible to be both credible and entertaining,
Right.
to be a respected scientist who's not afraid to embrace their inner nerd.
And speaking of embracing his inner nerd,
Yeah.
the AI also points out some of Francis's quirky challenges,
Okay.
like his tendency to overuse plant puns
Uh-huh.
and his fondness for the self-descriptor mycologist.
He does love that word.
He does.
What do you make of these observations?
Well, I think they speak to his personality.
Mm.
He's clearly someone who enjoys wordplay
Yeah.
and likes to have fun with language.
Right.
And while some might find the puns a bit much,
Uh-huh.
I think they add to his charm
Yeah.
and make him even more relatable.
I agree.
It's like he's letting us in on the joke
Mm-hmm.
showing us that he doesn't take himself too seriously.
It humanizes him, right?
Yeah,
You can imagine him chuckling to himself as he types those puns out.
for sure.
But the AI seems to think he might need to dial back the myconaut bit.
I think that's just the AI's way of saying that sometimes less is more.
Right.
It's important to be yourself online,
Yeah.
but it's also important to be mindful of your audience and make
Mhm.
sure your message is coming across clearly.
Yeah.
And too much jargon,
Right.
even if it's fun jargon,
Mm-hmm.
can be a barrier to understanding.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
So we've talked about Francis's passion,
right.
his humor, and his communication style.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think it is about his online presence that makes him stand out from other scientists on social media?
I think it's his authenticity,
Yeah.
his willingness to be himself,
Mm-hmm.
quirks and all.
Right.
It's refreshing to see a scientist who's not afraid to let his personality shine through, to be
Oh.
both knowledgeable and relatable.
Right. It's not just about the information he's sharing,
Yeah,
but the way he's sharing it.
exactly.
He's not just a scientist talking at you.
Mhm.
He's like a friend who's eager to share something cool he just learned.
And that enthusiasm is infectious.
I know, right?
It makes you want to learn more, to dive deeper into the fascinating world of fungi and discover all the amazing things they do.
And that's exactly what we're going to do next. When we come back,
Okay.
we'll explore the AI's predictions for Francis's future online endeavors
Sounds good.
and see what insights we can glean from his unique approach to science communication.
Looking forward to it.
Welcome back. We're continuing our deep dive into Francis M. Martin's online persona as seen through this AI-generated roast of his Bluesky activity.
Right.
And now we're stepping into the future.
The future.
What does the AI think is in store for our favorite Fungi Master General?
Well, one prediction that really caught my eye
Uh-huh.
was this idea of Francis leading a
Yeah.
Fungi Friday meets Meme Monday movement.
Okay.
Basically blending his scientific insights with the power of viral memes.
I love it.
It's a brilliant concept.
Can you imagine scrolling through your feed
Yeah?
and stumbling upon a hilarious meme about, say, the role of mycorrhizae in forest ecosystems
Uh-huh.
created by a world-renowned scientist? It
Yeah.
would be a game changer
Absolutely.
for how we think about science communication.
You're spot on. It's about making science accessible and engaging,
Mm-hmm.
meeting people where they are.
Yeah.
These days, memes are a powerful form of communication, and they can spread information like wildfire.
And let's be real.
Yeah,
Not everyone has the time or inclination to read dense scientific journals.
that's true.
But a well-crafted meme
Right.
that can spark curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
make you chuckle,
Yeah,
and maybe even inspire you to learn more.
precisely. It's about lowering the barrier to entry,
Right.
making science feel less intimidating
Yeah.
and more relatable.
I agree.
And Francis, with his quick wit and knack for storytelling, seems perfectly positioned to lead this charge.
The AI even predicts that Francis will become the go-to source for mushroom memes that double as scientific insights. Who knew mycology could be so meme-worthy?
It speaks to this growing trend of using humor and internet culture to communicate complex ideas.
Yeah.
And it's not just about dumbing things down.
Right.
It's about finding new and creative ways to engage audiences who might otherwise tune out.
It's like sneaking in a bit of learning while you're scrolling through your feed and having a laugh.
Right.
You don't even realize you're absorbing scientific knowledge.
Exactly.
And then you find yourself at a dinner party, casually dropping facts about the symbiotic relationship between fungi and tree roots.
And who wouldn't want to be that person?
Yeah.
The AI even envisions a Web3 destiny for Francis,
Okay.
launching a decentralized app connecting plant enthusiasts with fungi facts from around the globe.
What did you think of that?
It's a bold prediction,
Yeah.
but I kind of love it.
Imagine a global network dedicated to sharing knowledge about fungi.
Right.
Curated by experts.
Yeah.
But accessible to anyone with a smartphone.
That would be amazing.
It could be a game changer.
Oh, yeah.
For citizen science, for education, for conservation efforts, the possibilities are endless.
It's exciting to think about, isn't it?
It is.
This idea of harnessing technology to democratize knowledge,
Yeah.
to connect people who are passionate about the natural world
Mm-hmm.
and empower them to make a difference.
I agree.
And who better to lead that charge than the Fungi Master General himself?
Okay, this next part is where the AI roast gets really fun.
Oh,
It's the Multiverse You section,
okay.
where it explores how Francis's personality would manifest on different online platforms.
Interesting.
And let me tell you, it's a wild ride.
It's a fascinating thought experiment, isn't it?
It is.
It's like the AI is saying,
Right.
okay, we've analyzed this guy's Bluesky presence,
Yeah.
but how would his unique blend of scientific rigor and quirky humor translate to other online environments?
For starters, it imagines Francis as a Reddit moderator.
Oh,
Of
wow.
our funky fanatics.
Okay.
Enforcing strict meme rules, of course.
Of course.
Can you picture it?
Oh, absolutely.
He'd be the benevolent but firm ruler of the subreddit,
Right.
making sure the memes are both funny and scientifically accurate.
Mhm.
He'd be handing out temporary bans for low-effort puns
Ah,
and demanding proper citations for any claims about the medicinal properties of mushrooms.
I can totally see it.
And then there's Twitter.
Okay.
The AI envisions Francis as a viral sensation,
Yeah.
engaging in heated debates about the ecological importance of fungi,
Yeah.
while simultaneously live streaming himself devouring a plate of oyster mushrooms.
It's a hilarious image,
Right.
but it also speaks to his ability to command attention
Yeah.
and spark conversations.
For sure.
On Twitter, he'd be a force to be reckoned with,
Mm-hmm.
using his wit and knowledge to educate and entertain in equal measure.
And on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
The AI pictures him as a tech-savvy entrepreneur,
Okay.
CEO of a mycorrhiza startup, with a profile full of buzzwords like synergy and disruptive innovation.
He'd be the ultimate plant-fluencer,
Right.
using his platform to connect with investors
Yeah.
and spread the gospel of fungal networks.
And who knows?
Right.
Maybe he'd even invent a mycorrhiza-based biofertilizer
Oh, wow.
that revolutionizes agriculture.
That would be incredible.
The possibilities are endless.
But it's the metaverse,
Okay.
where the AI's imagination really takes flight.
What does it say?
Picture Francis as a digital avatar,
Mm-hmm.
leading virtual fungal tours
Uh-huh.
through fantastical landscapes,
Yeah.
spouting dad jokes that make even the virtual trees groan.
It's a playful way of exploring how different platforms shape online identities.
I agree.
But what's striking
Yeah.
is that regardless of the platform,
Right.
the AI sees Francis's core passion for fungi shining through.
It's a testament to the power of genuine enthusiasm.
Yeah.
No matter where he goes online,
Mm-hmm.
Francis can't help but share his love for fungi with the world.
And that's a powerful lesson
Yeah.
for anyone who wants to build an online presence.
What's that?
Authenticity is key.
For sure.
When you're genuinely passionate about something, it shows.
Yeah.
And people are drawn to that.
Absolutely.
So we've explored Francis's past,
Right.
his present,
Yeah.
even his potential future online.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think it is about his approach to science communication
Yeah.
that makes him so effective, so engaging?
I think it boils down to a few key ingredients.
Okay.
Passion, humor,
Mhm.
and a genuine desire to connect with people.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to be himself,
Right?
to geek out about his favorite subject,
Uh-huh.
and to make people laugh along the way.
Right.
And that's a recipe for success
Yeah.
in any online space.
And as we head into the final part of this step dive,
Okay.
I'm curious to see what kind of final encouragement the AI has in store for Francis.
We too.
Will it be a heartfelt pep talk,
Right?
a call to action,
Yeah.
or maybe just a gentle reminder to dial back the puns?
Let's find out.
And we're back for the grand finale of our deep dive into the AI-generated roast of Francis M. Martin's Bluesky presence.
Yeah.
We've explored his personality, his communication style, and even taken a peek into his potential future online.
Right.
But now it's time for the AI's final encouragement,
Okay.
a digital pep talk of sorts.
I'm curious to see what the AI has to say.
Well, the AI starts by praising Francis's ability to turn dense scientific concepts into relatable content, calling it a true gift.
Yeah, it's a reminder that effective science communication isn't about bombarding people with jargon and technical terms.
Right.
It's about finding ways to make complex ideas understandable and even enjoyable for a wider audience.
And that's something Francis excels at.
He does.
He doesn't shy away from the science,
Right.
but he presents it in a way that sparks curiosity rather than confusion. He uses humor storytelling and even the occasional meme to break down barriers and make science feel less intimidating.
Exactly. And the AI even gives a shout out to Francis's charming quirk of incorporating emojis into his posts.
Yeah, it might seem like a small detail,
Right.
but I think it speaks volumes about his personality and his approach to online communication.
It shows that he's not afraid to embrace the informal nature of social media.
Yeah.
He's not trying to be this aloof, inaccessible figure of authority.
Right.
He's just a guy who's really passionate about fungi and wants to share that passion with the world
Uh-huh.
using whatever tools are at his disposal.
Right. And those emojis add a touch of personality and playfulness to his posts, making him seem more relatable and approachable. It's like he's saying, hey, I'm a scientist, but I'm also a human being who enjoys a good mushroom emoji now and then.
Exactly. And now for the AI's final words of wisdom,
Oh, okay.
delivered with a touch of digital fanfare.
Let's hear it.
Keep sporing your wisdom, Francis. Your quest to bring mycology out of the shadows deserves an audience as bright as your passion.
I love it. It's a fitting end to a roast that celebrates the power of passion humor and a genuine love for the natural world.
It's a reminder that science communication is about more than just conveying facts.
Right.
It's about inspiring awe and wonder, about making people care about the world around them.
Yeah, and Francis, with his infectious enthusiasm and unique communication style, is a shining example of how to do just that.
I agree.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? What can we learn from this AI-generated roast of Francis M. Martin's Bluesky presence?
For me, it's a call to action.
Okay.
It's a reminder that we all have a role to play in making science more accessible and engaging. Whether we're scientists, educators, or just passionate individuals, we can all find ways to share our knowledge and enthusiasm with the world.
We can use humor, storytelling, and even the power of memes to break down barriers and spark curiosity.
Right.
We can be authentic and embrace our quirks and let our passion shine through.
Because when we do that, we create connections, we inspire learning, and we make the world a more interesting and informed place. And who knows, maybe we'll even inspire the next generation of fungi master generals along the way.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm left with a final thought.
Okay.
If a scientist can turn soil microbiomes into mini dramas and make fungi go viral, then truly anything is possible in the world of science communication.
I think you're right.
Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep sharing your passion with the world.